Welcome to episode number 8 of this Hawkeye Pierce MLB The Show 21 Road to the Show series. And today, I'm actually playing my Hawkeye Pierce MLB The Show 21 Road to the Show series. As it's a big game today in this episode, based on the title, most likely, because the title of this video should be AAA National Championship game. And if it is, well, even if it's not, it's still a AAA National Championship game in this episode. It's a big game. I know it's only AAA, and I know it's only a video game, but it's a bit of St. Hawkeye Pierce this is a bit of St. Hawkeye Pierce will be playing in his career so far. Yes, he's still in AAA. It's 2021, so it's still Season 1. I know this is MLB The Show 21, but you cannot port any Road to the Shows from MLB The Show 21 to MLB The Show 22, so I have to continue this series. Like I said, you can't port over. Like I said, you can't port over any Road to the Shows from MLB The Show 21 to MLB The Show 22. So if I want to continue this series, I have to continue it here in MLB The Show 21, which obviously, based on me filming and posting this episode, I will be continuing the series, which I will be, like I said. So let's look at the calendar. There's one game right here. I know it's kind of hard to see, just based on the light hand, because we're going to be the road team, because I think the home team for the AAA National Championship game is determined on the All-Star game. Like, the winner of the All-Star game will be the home team in the AAA National Championship game. And unfortunately, there's two leads here in AAA. AAA West lead, the AAA West lead, and the AAA East lead. The Oklahoma City Dodgers are in the AAA West lead, but they're in the AAA West lead, but they're in the East Division. So they're in the AAA West East Division. I know it's super confusing, but that's the case. That's the case. So yeah, we're really good. In the regular season, the Dodgers went 95-47. They do play less than 162 games in the minors. They play, like, I don't know how many they play. If I do the math of how many games they play quickly, I'm doing it on my calculator because I just don't feel like trying to do it in my head. You play 142 games. So in the majors, you play 162 games. In AAA, at least, you play 142 games. So 20 less games in the majors. But we still went 95-47. Best team in the lead, in the AAA West lead, and overall between all the teams in both leads. Yeah, the Round Round Express was the second place team, 21 games back. Last place team was 41 games back. So, yeah. We're at the play. Well, it hasn't been determined yet who we're actually playing, but we're actually going to find out in a few, really, like, within a minute here. But first, I'm going to show you the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Major League team. They're 120-40. Yes. They have 2 games left here against Milwaukee, but they're 120-40. That is what? 80 games above 500, and they're the best team by far in the lead. And Trevor Bauer, in real life, is suspended from baseball for 2 years. And Stadium is still pitching, and he's 18-5 with a 2.68 ERA, and Kershaw's 19-1 with a 2.13 ERA. I mean, that's just insane. That's just insane. But you can see here on Thursday, October 7th, 2021 is the day of the game's at 7:05 p.m. local time, so it's a night game here on Thursday, October 7th, 2021. I'm not sure. I said in the last episode, it said what the two teams both teams that were still playing, and it said in the last episode you'll be playing blank or blank in the national championship in the AAA National Championship game. Well, we'll find out right now. See how it's playing its appearance for Hawkeye Pierce, which will be the AAA National Championship game. Or let's play its appearance for Hawkeye Pierce, which will be the AAA National Championship game. Now, I don't think he pitched in this game right here because in Game 4 of the Championship Series, of the AAA West Championship Series, and we swept the Sacramento River Cats. He pitched in Game 4 and Game 1, and he did throw a no-hitter in Game 1. And we won Game 1 1-0. Then won Game 2, and he didn't play in Game 2. Well, we won Game 2 6-1. He was playing left field, I believe, in Game 3. Won that game 2-1, and then pitched in Game 4, and we won that game 5-1. So now we're playing the AAA National Championship game. AAA National Championship game. We are on the road though, so no walk-off, at least for us. There should be a walk-off. There should be a walk-off for the other team, but not for us. And hopefully next season, this episode will just be the AAA National Championship game. This episode will just be the AAA National Championship game, most likely. Most likely. And then I'll do all the off-season stuff off camera, and the next episode of the series will be open in May 2022, regardless of if or the next episode of a series, regardless of, and the next episode of a series, regardless of if Hot-Dye Pierce is in the majors or not, will be opening day 2022, regardless of if regardless if Hot-Dye Pierce is still in AAA or he's in the majors. And somehow, if he demoted to AA, next episode of a series, like I said, will be opening in 2022, regardless of if he's in the majors or still in AAA. So I'll do all the off-season stuff off camera, and then I'll do spring training if he does make and then I'll do all the off-season stuff off camera, and then I'll do the spring training if Hot-Dye Pierce does get a spring training invite off camera as well. And if he does get a spring training invite, I'll try my hardest to make sure he makes the team. And then if he does get a spring training invite, I'll play spring training off camera, and then I'll try my hardest to make sure he makes the opening day roster. But that aside, let's get into the game right now. Let's see who we're playing, and then let's get into the game right now. Let's do it. Play next appearance. Regular season is coming to an end. That's I played the Major League. I guess we didn't stop Simmons. Let's see what the Dodgers finished. They finished 121 and 141. So they lost 6-1 and then won 2-1. And also they're in the division series playing the winner of the wild card game, obviously, because that's still in this game it's still 5 teams that make the playoffs in the majors. 3 division winners, 2 wild card teams. Obviously, the 2 wild card teams playing a 1-game wild card playoff. But yeah, and then AA didn't make the playoffs, I guess. And then AA, I think your record restarts in the second half, or starts batted 0-0 in the second half. But yeah, now let's get into the game. Let's actually sit in a few more days to see who we're actually playing. We're playing Nashville. I'm not sure if it's a Nashville Sound. And it looks like there's only David Price pitching for the Dodgers, Oklahoma City Dodgers. So it looks like I'll be hitting. I'm assuming he's going to play left field because I don't think there's a DH. I think the pitcher's bad. But bottom line, let's get into the only day on the episode. So yeah, let's get it right now. And he's Hot-Dye Pierce. It is Oklahoma City at Nashville. It's David Price versus Bowden Francis. Hot-Dye Pierce is a two-way player, but he's playing left field in the AAA National Championship game. Like I said, he's playing left field. He throws right, bats right. 72 overall. He's batting 8th. Playing left field because the pitchers do bat, so there's no DH. Hot-Dye Pierce playing left field, batting 8th. Let's get into the game right now. Default loadout because I do the default loadout when he's the DH or the left fielder, and then I do the pitching loadout when he's the pitcher. So I have an active boost with everybody except for David Price, the pitcher, Alex Rosario, the catcher, Zach McKendry, the second baseman, and then Sheldon Noose, the third baseman. So I have an active boost with 4 other players. Let's watch a condition. Matt Sturgeon, AAA National Championship game. It's also raining too. That's nice. 2021 AAA National Championship game. It is a Nashville Sounds. I recognize that player right there. How is that D. Gordon? Okay, I didn't turn off the Simmons. And no score. I'm up, I believe. I am up. I have the long sleeve undershirt under the jersey because it's probably cold, or if it's not cold, it's at least raining. 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and a 2-seam fastball from pitcher. Leading off the inning for the Dodgers. Leading off the top of the third for the Dodgers, no score. Here in the 2021 AAA National Championship game. And I completely missed that. 2021 Central North All-Star, that was in AA. He was called up. Hot-Dye Pierce was just after the All-Star game. The AAA, ground ball. Pierce is slow as molasses. And got him. 1 down. Now I'm going to turn on the Simmons. No score. Here's Daniel Voto back. I recognize that name. Shift is on. Rally Town is waving here at the ballpark. I'm not sure what this ballpark is named. And that will get down, so that's nice. Not nice, obviously. I'm being facetious. Surprising David Price is on the Major League team, but he's not. Come on, boys. And still no scores, and that's batter. Obviously now I'm back to the normal position. Oh, yeah, it's Mark Mathis. And that's a line drive, base hit. And trying to go to second because the run only has 3 speed, but it's not in time. So that's 2 out, nobody out now, so that's nice. Obviously, not nice. It's 1-0 Dodgers, so they had 2 out, nobody out. That sounds it, but the Dodgers strike first. I believe it was in this inning, and it was. I can see it on the scoreboard in left field. Here we go, Runner at first, nobody out, top 5, 1-0 Dodgers. At the ground ball where no one was, punched it between the first baseman and the second baseman, base hit, 2 on, nobody out. What, is that the pitcher? Oh boy, this could be a tough break, literally and figuratively, for Dave Lindbergh. An X-ray will be needed, but he's holding his arm, and is the pitcher, but he's holding his arm. This looks bad. Lindbergh will need to be removed from this game and could be shelved for quite some time. Well, he's out for the rest of the year because... No, it's the right fielder. So, Corey Ray, the right fielder, will take over for the injured right fielder, the starter, original right fielder. I thought that meant the pitcher. Also, then I didn't put 2 and 2 together. The pitcher is Alan Francis. Bunton is Price. I forgot. The pitcher is right behind. Batting 9 because opposite Honda Pierce is batting 8. Sacks bunt. Runners move up to second and third. Runner in second and third. 1 out for top of the order. Zach McKinstry. Full count. And it's a fly ball. It's hit well to the edge of the track. It's caught on the edge of the track. Both runners tagged. And the runner at third will score. Pierce gets the third. It's 2-0 Dodgers. Sack fly for McKinstry, or whatever his name is. I think I botched it. There's Elliott Soto. 2-2 pitch, runner at third, 2 outs, top 5, 2-0 Dodgers after that sack fly. Here we go. Draw me in. And line drive will let it down. It will. Pierce will score. It's an RBI. Single for Elliott Soto. And it's 3-0 Dodgers here in the AAA National Championship game. It's still 3-0. No runners on, 2 outs. Bottom 6. Soden's Price about to throw his 99th pitch. That one's hit well. My reaction was kind of delayed, but he'll get there. Pierce will on the run, like the Dazelle and an over. And the 6, 3-0 Dodgers. I'm due up first in this inning because I saw it. Here we go. Then it's the top. David Price. It'll probably be a pinch hitter though. Top 7, 3-0 Dodgers. It's a different pitcher. For Nashville. Ground ball, third base. Cuts it off. 1 for 3 in the game with a single and a run scored. Scored that third run for the Dodgers. And that possibly could be the game. It's the top of the 9th now. 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Scored the third run for the Dodgers in the 5th inning. We scored all 3 of our runs in the 5th inning. We have 6 hits, they have 4. So we have 3 runs, they have none. So let's try to do up for them in the bottom of the 9th. Due up for the Nashville Sounds in the bottom of 9 to 6, 7, 8, so it's the bottom of their order. And I say for us, it'll be Honda Pearson, the pitcher. It'll probably be a pinch hitter for the pitcher, and then top of the order for us. Here we go, top 9. Oh, actually, there's already 1 out, so the pitcher's up next. No runners on, 1 out. Top 9, still 3-0 Dodgers. Then it's Clayton Andrews, a lefty. That's a foul ball. Oh, 1. That's a line drive, but it will be right at the right fielder. So I'm 1 for 4 with a single. I'm 1 for 4 with a single and a run score. But that could be the game. Let's turn on the turn off the Simmons. So let's see. Pinch hitter walk, another walk, fly out, 3 runs for the win. Pitch and change. Outside now it's an appearance for me. Taylor Ferguson, which is our closer, I believe, had like 30-something saves in the regular season, I believe. Here we go. Shift is on. And that was hit well. I don't really know where it is. And it's way back there. And that ball's over the wall for an automatic double. Not a good start. And ground out. Strike out. Error. One. Now the bases are loaded. But then they're ground out. And the Oklahoma City Dodgers are AAA champs. As we shut out the Sounds in the National Championship game. 3-0. Sounds stranded. The bases loaded in the 9th. That means they had the winner run at the plate, but that, which was number 2 batter, was a winner run at the plate, but he grounds out, and that's the game. And there's a celebration by the pitcher, and I believe it's Steven Sosa Jr., our right fielder, and there's a celebration by the entire team between the pitching mounds and the home plate area. And I'm not sure where Hawkeye Pierce is, that manager for the National Sound, in disbelief. I'm not sure where Hawkeye Pierce is. He's number 11. I don't really see him anywhere. He's somewhere there, I assume. Unless he's not there for some reason, but I don't see him. Oh, I see him. He's like right there. I know that could be anyone because there's so many players right there, but he was in like the middle, and you might be able to see the number 11 on his jersey. But that's it, because obviously there's no presentation I don't think there's a trophy to the AAA champs, and if there is, in real life, well, there's not in this game. But let's say we scored our first run via the home run. So 1 for 4 with a single in this game, which is not ideal, but 1 for 4 is better than 0 for 4, or did in 1 hit is better than did in none. So I'm not one of the notable players for the Dodgers. The second one to be exact, because I went 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored, and then after the first notable player for the Dodgers, Blake Dallin had a home run and a double and RBI and a run scored. I think he was the one that he had a solo home run, which was the first run of the game for the Dodgers in the 5th, and then McKinley 0 for 3 with an RBI on that sac fly, and then Soto 1 for 5 with that RBI single. So I'm the second notable player for the Dodgers. We only had 6 hits. It sounds at 5. So out of the 4 notable players there for the Dodgers, we had 4 of the 6 hits. Obviously, Soto had a hit, I had a hit, that's 2 hits, and then Dallin had 2 hits. Two hits, which would be a total of 4 hits. So we had 6 hits, sounds at 5 hits. At the end, it did get dicey because so there was that double, then I think then the Netsu guys got out, but then a walk, then an error, and then a ground out by the number 2 batter with the bases loaded. So he was the winning run, but he grounds out, and that's the game. We did commit 2 errors in the game. Yeah, it's 3 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors for the Dodgers, and then no runs on 5 hits, no errors for the Sounds. So yeah, we do win the game barely, but not barely. I mean, we won by 3 runs at 3-0. But at the end, they had the base loaded and 2 outs. So that means they had the time run at first base and the winning run at the plate. But like I said, he rounds out, and we win the AAA National Championship game. I have won one other AAA National Championship game. It was in my Babe Ruth Jr. Road to the Show series. When I played the game, it was in MLB the Show 19, and we won the game. I think it was an extra innings. It was like 11 or 12 innings, and we won the game. I believe it was like 2-1 in like 11 or 12 innings, and it was on a walk-off single, and Babe Ruth Jr. scored the winning run from third base. But here, obviously, we went with the home team, and we won the game 3-0. So I'll take it. Like I said, Honda Pierce only 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored, but I just said Honda Pierce only went 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored, but 1 hit is better than none. So yeah, like I said, I'll do all the off-season stuff off camera. Like I said, I'll do all the off-season stuff off camera. Yeah, like I said, I'll do all the off-season stuff off camera, and then if Honda Pierce does this spring training invite, then I'll offset. Or if he does this spring training invite, I'll do all the off-season stuff off camera, and then I'll do all the off-season stuff off camera, and then I will play spring training off camera as well. If he does, I'll do all the off-season stuff off camera, and then if Honda Pierce does this spring training invite, I will also play spring training off camera. But if he does this spring training invite, then I also will play spring training. Like I said, still off camera. But if he does this spring training invite, I will try my hardest to make sure. Or if Honda Pierce does this spring training invite, I will try my hardest to make sure Honda Pierce makes the opening day roster. So next episode of the series, regardless of if Honda Pierce is in the majors or in AAA, will be opening day 2022. Regardless, like I said, if Honda Pierce is in the majors or still in AAA, which in my opinion, he should be in the majors. Should get a spring training invite because, I mean, he did well pitching. Obviously, never had a home run while hitting. But, I mean, he still had a really high batting average. Only had like 25 RBIs. But 1, he only spent half a year in AAA. 2, he still had no home runs, but he still had a high average. 3, he had good pitching. So really, I mean, although he had no home runs, his hitting was good, but his pitching was even better. So his hitting was good, his pitching was great, especially after throwing a no-hitter in Game 1 of the last series, which was in the last episode. Check it out. It'll be on this channel in the top right corner right up here. There should be an icon that pops up at the beginning of the video. But like I said, that's episode of the series, regardless of if Honda Pierce is in the majors or not. Will be opening day 2022. Like I said, I will do all the spring trainings, or like I said, I will do all the off-season stuff off camera. And if he does do a spring training invite, if Honda Pierce does do a spring training invite, I will play spring training off camera. But I will try my hardest to make sure Honda Pierce mates the opening day roster. Like I said, I will try my hardest to make sure Honda Pierce mates the opening day roster. So that's pretty much it. the Oklahoma City Dodgers are the 2021 AAA champions. As now, hopefully, Honda Pierce gets a spring training invite, so he can be obviously spring training invite. Hopefully, make the team out of spring training, and if he can do both of those, hopefully, he can lead the Dodgers to a World Series championship. Because you never know that or hopefully, Honda Pierce gets a spring training invite and makes the team out of spring training. Hopefully, it can lead the Dodgers to a World Series championship. And you never know, the Los Angeles Dodgers could win the World Series this season here in 2021, because like I said, they went 121 and 41, which is, like I said, I mean, that's really great. I mean, the Los Angeles Dodgers could win the World Series here in this game here in 2021, because the Los Angeles Dodgers, went 121 wins and 41 losses. So they went 121 and 41, which is really good. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Next video on this channel will most likely be the next episode of my MLB The Show 22 post-season series, and that will hopefully go up tomorrow, or well, possibly later today, because I'm filming this on Thursday, July 14th. But this video will probably done up on Friday, July 15th. But either way, the next video on this channel will most likely be the next episode of my MLB The Show 22 post-season series, and it will most likely go up, or hopefully it will go up later today, or if it's not, or hopefully it will go up later today, and if it doesn't go up later today, it will most likely go up tomorrow. Okay, that's time closing the board. If you hit subscribe the like button, subscribe if, yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, that's time closing the board. If you hit subscribe the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And I'm gonna see you in episode number 9 of the Honda Pierce MLB The Show 21 Road to the Show series. See you in episode number 9. And eat a lot of bacon and go Dodgers.